Welcome back and Merry Christmas to everybody out there. We are less than 48 hours away from tip-off to the 11th annual Pizza Hut Classic. Excitement is definitely starting to build. Here's a look at the first round matchups. The 2010 Pizza Hut Classic tips off with Linton versus Riverton Park. Now, not many like playing that 10 a.m. game, but RP head coach Charlie Martin is a big fan of it.
You know, I got the 10 a.m. game. I'm probably the only coach in here that doesn't mind getting the 10 a.m. game. See, that's less preparation time. That means I can't mess our kids up.
The rest of the top half of the bracket has KZ Westfield against Bloomfield, then Northview and Shakamak, followed by Turkey Run and Monrovia. One team to keep an eye on in that bracket is Bloomfield. The Cardinals have been one of the best little schools in the Pizza Hut Classic, and they would love to make another Cinderella run again this year.
You know, it's always good to be in that position. The boys, they know that in the back of their mind about the tradition and the history, and so you know, they know that, and we're going to come prepared.
Speaking of Cinderella runs, no team had a better one than Marshall in 2008. When the Lions won it all, Marshall opens the tourney with Owen Valley. Of course, all eyes on opening day will be on Game 6, Terre Haute North versus Terre Haute South. It's the first time in the Pizza Hut Classic history the rivals have drawn each other in the opening round. It's been a while since South and North have won this tourney. The Braves' last Pizza Hut Classic title was 2007. North last won it in 2006. The Patriots enter as the favorites over South, while neither North head coach Todd Wolfley or South head coach Mike Saylor wanted to face each other right out of the gate. They both admit they'll take the extra time to get ready for one another.
Very familiar with the way Coach Saylor plays and his personnel, so that should be one positive for us going into that game. Plus, we have a lot of time to prepare, and when you prepare for Terre Haute South, it's a lot different than any other scout you'll do throughout the year because of the way they play. He has some excellent players, and we'll have our work cut out for us.
Even from their perspective, our perspective, you can prepare for a first-round opponent. You know, you've got a long time to prepare. Once that tournament gets clicking, then you don't have much time to prepare for round 2, round 3, round 4. So, you know, you might as well have a long time to prepare against the best team in the tournament.
Right after North and South, the defending tourney champs, the Sullivan Golden Arrows, will take to the court against WIC foe South Vermilion. Last year, Sullivan snuck up on many when they won the tourney. This year, there's a big bullseye on the Golden Arrows.
You know, regardless of where you play in Indiana basketball, there's going to be pressure on you. And I always tell our kids, you know, you can't stick your head in the sand when you play Indiana high school basketball because there's only 5 of you out there, and you're always going to have criticism about you or the coach or whatever about your team. And that's just something, that's part of it that you have to deal with.
If history is any indication, our last game could be our best one of the day when Rockville and West Vigo meet. The two schools have played each other 6 times the last 4 years. 3 of those games were decided by 2 points or less, and the other 3 games went to overtime.
So it's a pretty good rivalry right now, so I look for it to be a pretty good game.
I don't know about everybody at home, but I'm ready to get this tourney going. Should be fun. Don't forget, Sports 10 and WTHI-TV.com will be your source for the best coverage of this year's tourney. On our website at WTHI-TV.com, we will have updated scores from each game in the tourney, plus highlights and reaction just minutes after each ball game is done. That is it for sports. Hope everybody out there had a great Christmas. News 10. We'll be right back.